Hello, welcome to Zigmatech Learninghub. I will be your instructor for mathematics. For this class, we are going to be taking our exercises from the Examguide app. If you don't have the application already installed on your device, I will want you to download the app in order to follow along in this class. Examguide is a leading educational app that helps students prepare adequately for various exams like UTME, post-UTME, WAEC, GC, KCPE, IJMB, JUPEB, BECE, SSCE, NCEE, and NECO, etc. You can download the app from www.examguide.com or Google Play Store. Please subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell to be updated on new videos. Ready for today's class, okay? Let's get started. You are welcome to mathematics class, still on sequence and series, part 2. Our specific objective at the end, you are expected to know the following: how to solve problems on arithmetic progression, solve problems on geometric progression, arithmetic progression. A sequence in which the terms either increase or decrease in equal steps is called arithmetic progression. We have done it before. This is just a revision of that same topic, just to remind you of the definition of an AP. Sample 1. An arithmetic progression, AP, has 3 as its first term and 4 as the common difference. Write an expression in its simplest form for the what? The n term. Remember, whatever you're doing in maths, you must remember your formula first. General formula for AP Tn equals A plus bracket n minus 1 into D. But here we were told that the first term is what? 3. And the common difference is 4. That is A equals 3, D equals 4. Their interest here is just for you to write an expression that will represent this question given to you. So the Tn equals A, which is 3, plus bracket n minus 1 into the common difference, which is 4, to give us 3 plus 4n minus 4, which will give us 4n minus 1. So Tn, or n term equals 4n minus 1. We are done with this question. This is the expression for the n term of the sequence AP. Let us look at this question. The third and eighth term of an AP, arithmetic progression, are minus 9 and 26 respectively. Find the common difference. They are interested in the common difference here. Okay. First of all, general formula Tn equals A plus bracket n minus 1 into D. For T3, third term equals A plus 3 minus 1 into D to give us A plus 2D. You can call it equation 1, but remember you were told that the third term is what? Minus 9. Therefore, A plus 2D equals minus 9. Equation 1. Let's talk to the eighth term of the AP. T8 equals A plus N which is 8 minus 1 into D equals A plus 7D. Now this 8th term equals 26, that is A plus 7D equals 26, equation 2. Now we have this. What I'm trying to recognize here is just simultaneous equation. We have to bring them together by saying equation 1 coming down here equals minus 9 into A plus 7D equals 26. By elimination method, A is equal to A. You just introduce a minus sign to help you solve, meaning minus 5D equals minus 35. You have minus 35 here. So to get the value of D, we are going to multiply both sides by minus 1 over 5. That is the multiplicative inverse, or you can say dividing through by minus 5. So multiplying this, minus 5D times minus 1 over 5 equals minus 35 times minus 1 all over 5. Cancel, cancel, cancel this, so that D equals what? 7. Now the question said find the common difference. Therefore, the common difference for this sequence called arithmetic progression is what? 7. That is the solution for that question. Sum of arithmetic progression. Now we are talking about the sum of an AP. The sum of a given AP is generated this way. We have two formulas for it, whereby Sn equals n all over 2 bracket A plus L, where L represents the last term. Wherever you see L, recall that L is the sentence as what? Tn. L implies what? Tn equals A plus bracket n minus 1 into D. So the first formula for sum of AP is this. The second one is this. Sn equals n all over 2 into 2A plus bracket n minus 1 into D, close bracket. But this formula and this formula is just the same thing. How do I mean? If the last term equals the general formula, it then means that Sn here equals n all over 2 into A plus L. Recall that L equals what? A plus bracket n minus 1 into D, so that Sn equals what? N all over 2 into 2A plus bracket n minus 1 into D, close bracket. You can see that this is equal to this, meaning this formula and this formula, they are the same. Now let's handle a question based on the sum of AP. Okay, if the sixth term of an arithmetic progression is 37, and the sum of the first 6 terms is what? 147. Find the sum of the first 13 terms. You don't rush question when you see a question. You got to calm down to get what you need in the question you're about to solve. So the best thing to do, write down your parameters. How do we do that? Let's keep our formula one side because we're going to make use of it. So the first step there is the writing down of formula. Second step, interpreting the meaning of what? Sixth term. That is T6. All right, T6 equals A plus bracket 6 minus 1 into D to give me what? A plus 5D. I know that the system now is what? A plus 5D, but we were told that the system of an arithmetic progression is what? 37. Therefore, we are going to say A plus 5D equals 37. Just call it an equation 1. Now let us follow the next instruction given to us. And the sum of the first 6 terms is what? 147. The sum of the first 6 terms is 147. Now, recall that sum equals this. But we are not using this because there is no last term given to us. Therefore, we are going to introduce the second formula, which is the same thing when interpreted the value or the meaning of L as the second formula by saying that Sn equals n all over 2 into 2a plus bracket n minus 1 into d close the bracket. The sum of the first 6 terms is what? 147. Then there should be an understanding and a perfect communication between you, the solver, and the question you are handling. So what do you do? Look at it. The sum is what? 147. Then 147 equals what? The sum of who now? The first 6 terms, meaning 6 all over 2 into 2a plus n, that is 6 minus 1 into d. I will now have that 147 equals 3 into 2a plus 5d, okay? Now, open the bracket. You have that 147 equals 6a plus 15d. Look at what you have. Call it equation what? Equation 2. The sum of the first 6 terms was given to us in order to generate a suitable equation so that we can get those alphabets we need to get from the general formula, which are what? The first term and the common difference, before you think about talking to the question you were told to solve. Some of you, your problem is that you are thinking about the question without thinking about the first step. No, it is wrong in maths. Please try to gather all your necessary material before you venture into what they say you should do. Now we have equation 1 and equation 2. We are going to solve simultaneously. What is our equation 1? A plus 5d equals what? 37. Okay. Then the second one, 6a plus 15d equals 147. There's no any cause for alarm here. You can still use the elimination method, but the only challenge you are having here is that equation 1, the first term is not equal to the first term of equation 2, while the common difference of equation 1 is not equal to the common difference of equation 2. Therefore, there's something we're going to do here by multiplying by their coefficient by saying equation 1 multiplied by 6, while equation 2 multiplied by 1, because the coefficient of first term here is 1, while the coefficient of first term here is 6. So you multiply them out by saying 6a plus 30d equals 42, 18 plus 4 is 22. 37 multiplied by 6, this is 42, carry 2. This is 18. 18 plus 4 is 22. So you have this. So what do you do? Multiply the second one. You have 6a plus 15d equals 147. Now, by elimination method, you can see that they are not equal. This is 6a. 6a. They are equal. Introduce a minus sign so this can strike each other. So what remains here? 15d equals what? 224 minus 147. We're going to have, this is 5. 1 remains. 11 minus 4 is 7. That is 75. Okay? Now, Some of you go with the idea of dividing both sides by the coefficient of whatever you're looking for. Another idea or method is multiplying both sides by the multiplicative inverse of the unknown. The coefficient of the unknown is multiplicative inverse. What is the multiplicative inverse of 15? Is 1 all over 15. So I can simply say that 15d multiplied by 1 over 15 equals 75 multiplied by 1 over 15. Okay, so here now d equals the 75 all over 15. What can go? So 5 here, let's say 3. 3 in 7 is 2. Remainder 1. 3 in 15 is 5. Then 3 in 15 is also 5. Then the common difference, 25 divided by 5 equals what? 5. Recall, you were not told to find what? Common difference. Neither the first 10. But they are necessary ingredients for the what? The problem we are having at hand. Now, let us think about how to get A, because A, which is the first term, is involved in our general formula, in the sum of what? An AP. Therefore, solving for A. How do we do that? Let's go this way. To solve for A, recall we have an equation 1, which was standing in this form, A plus 5D equals 37. Okay. Then, A plus 5D. What is D? 5 equals who? 37. So that A plus 25 will be equal to what? 37. Subtracting both sides by 25. We'll have that A equals 37, 25, this is 2, 1. A equals 12. So the first term now is what? 12. Let us face the music now. What is the music all about? Find the sum of the first 15 terms. To those of us who can think, okay, let us do it. Okay, first term, since first term is 12, now let us think about second term. It's good, but the problem is that it will take a whole lot of time for you to finish solving first term, second term, third, fourth, until the 15th term. The sum of an AP has made it easier for us to handle such a problem. Therefore, Sn here equals what? N all of as usual. This 2A plus bracket N minus 1 into D. Sum Sn equals, whom are we looking for? The sum of the first 15 terms, meaning N is who? 15 all over 2 into 2 multiplied by A, which is 12, plus 15 minus 1 multiplied by D. Our D is 5. Close the bracket. Okay, so that Sn equals 15 into 24 plus 14 times 5 divided by 2. So Sn equals 15 into 24, 14 times 5 is going to give us this 20, carry 2, 5 plus 2 is 70, plus 70 divided by 2. Then Sn equals 15 into 94 multiplied by 15 all over 2. If you so wish, you can say 15 multiplied by 94, then you divide by 2. Or you can say 94 divided by 2. Your solution multiplied by 15 will give you a final answer for the sum of the AP. Now let us choose the one that is going to make it easier for us by saying that 94 divided by 2 is going to give us, there is 47. Now Sn equals 15 times 47. This is 47. 15 is 7, 4, 35, carry 3, This is 20, 23. This is 5, 10, carry 1, 6, 7. Sum equals 705. QED. That is the final solution to this question. Geometric progression, GP. As the name implies, GP is also a pair of sequence, just like the AP. We'll finish solving now. It's also a sequence in which the term either increase or decrease in what? In a common ratio. While the other one, the first one for AP, in what? A common difference. Why GP is in a common ratio. Okay. Before we solve the question we are having here, we must think about the general formula for GP. GP general formula, Tn, as some textbook will tell you, why some will say UN, no issue. Anyone you like, you choose. A R raised to the power n minus 1. AR n minus 1, where A implies the first term, as usual. R implies the what? Common ratio. And N implies the number of terms. Number of terms. Okay. Recall, last term is representing this, in case if you have a challenge of that nature. Now we want to solve. The question here is that the third term of a geometric progression is what? 24. And each seventh term is what? Whole number 20 over 27. Find its first term. No issue. What do we do? We're going to talk to the third term first by saying T3 or U3 equals to AR3 minus 1 to give us what? AR square. So that AR square equals to 24. You were told that it's 24. Equation 1. Good. We'll have this first. The seventh term is what? Whole number. This T7 or U7 equals AR7 minus 1 to give us AR6. So that AR power 6 equals whole number 20 all over 27. Equation 2. You see how we generate what we do? That's why to some of you, those of you thinking you cram maths, you don't do that. Just understand it. Know what you're doing. When you see question, you will flow. Okay, to get solution to this, what we're going to do, we'll have our first equation, our second equation. In GP, to get your common ratio, simply imply second term divided by first term, or third term divided by second term, or the fourth term divided by the third term. Or we go by multiplication if division is difficult for you. You will look for a number which when you multiply with the first term, it will give you what? The second term. When you multiply the same number you have chosen to multiply the second term, it will generate the third term. That is by multiplication. But the best is what? Go by division by saying second divided by first equals the common ratio. Third divided by second equals common ratio. Fourth divided by third equals common ratio. All of them must give you the same solution. Now, in this question, for we to proceed, we must target our what? Common ratio. Otherwise, you can't solve. You cannot solve for two unknown in maths. Well, how do you do it? Equation 1, equation 2. Meaning, second term divided by first term equals what? Whole number 20 all over 27 divided by what? 24. I know some of you, your challenge is you don't like seeing mixed fraction. No problem. See how we're going to handle it here now. So At least you know that A will cancel A, and R here, it's going to remain, we'll be left with R power 4 equals, now let us decongest this thing that looked like a gallop. 27 multiplied by 4 is 27 times 4. This is 8 carried 2, 8, 108 plus 20, 128. So I have 128 all over who? 27 divided by who? 24. Good. Now, I want to make a means such that what we are having here can flow well. Look at the top, original fraction. You look at the down one, just a whole number, meaning 24 over 1. So that R power 4 will be able to give us 128 divided by 27 times what? 1 all over 24. Okay? Now let us break this down. 2 here, 64. 2 here, 12. R power 4 equals 2 here again, 32 all over 27 times 1 all over 2 here again, 6. 2 here, 16. 2 here, 3. Okay? So that R4 equals to 16 all over 27 times 3. R power 4 equals 16 all over 81. I know most of you, your challenge, you want to punch your calculator always. You can see, I'm not punching any calculator, but I'm still flowing with it. So how do we do this? Recall in indices. You have learned indices, or you've watched a video of indices in this site. Recall that whenever a given number is not a prime number, what do? Represent such a number in an index form. Now the question is, how do you represent 16 and 81 in an index form? If you don't know, you consult your LCM, or you go back again to watch the video for indices. So R power 4 equals, for 16 means 2 raised to the power 4. For 81 means 3 raised to the power 4. Watch very well. The powers are the same. So what do? R power 4 equals 2 over 3 R power 4. What I saying? Think about the multiplicative inverse. You don't need your calculator, please. So thinking about multiplicative inverse, what do you have here now? R power 4 multiplied by 1 over 4 equals 2 all over 3 power 4 multiplied by who? 1 over 4. Simple as ABC. Look at it. See. Just easy. R equals to 2 over 3. Am I pressing anything? No. So for common ratio is what? 2 all over 3. What next? They say find the first term. We have succeeded getting our common ratio. Our business now is what? The first term. So how do you do that? Recall that your equation 1, which is T3, was what? AR square. Am I communicating? Yes, equals to 24. Therefore, A into R, what is R? 2 over 3 power 2 equals to 24. Good. So that A into 4 over 9 equals to 24. Make A subject of the formula. When you do this, you are going to see that A, making A subject of the formula, A is going to be 24 divided by 4 over 9. So that A equals 24 over 1 over 4 over 9 will imply 24 over 1 times 9 all over 4. Okay? A equals 4 here, 1, 4 here, 6. Okay? 6 times 9. A equals to 54. The first term is what? 54. That is the final solution to this question. Let's take the next one. Okay, taking another sample here. If 3 minus s, 6, 7 minus 5, all in bracket apart from 6, are consecutive terms of a geometric progression, find the what? Value of s and the common ratio. Now, recall that anything or any number you are seeing in AP or GP stands as the what? The first term. But now we are dealing with GP. Our common ratio, second term divided by what? The first term. Or third term divided by the second term. So let us try to look for a way in order to get the value of s. We must communicate with common ratio. First of all, a equals 3 minus x. This is our first term. While common ratio is either 6 all over 3 minus x or 7 minus 5x all over 6. Two of them can go. It is believed you don't solve for two unknown in maths. And of course, it's true. If r is this or this, it means that 6 all over 3 minus x is equal to 7 minus 5s all over 6. You just cross multiply by saying 6 times 6 equals 3 minus s into 7 minus 5x. 36 equals 21 minus 15s minus 7s plus 5x squared. Indirectly, I'm saying quadratic equation here, but then we are still on GP. So 5x squared minus 22x plus 21 minus 36 equals 0. You cannot call it quadratic equation. So 5x squared minus 22x minus 15 equals 0. Let us use formula method to solve this question. By doing that, recall that as squared plus bx plus c equals 0. This formula, use it to equate to the question given to you, that is as squared plus bs plus c equals 5s squared minus 22s minus 15. General formula, s equals minus b plus or minus square root of who? B squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So from here, by comparison, you can see that as squared is equal to 5s squared. So that a can give us what? 5. Comparing this with this, you can see that b will give us minus 22. Comparing c to a constant, which is minus 15. Now we are good to go. Our s here now will be minus b. Minus minus is plus, which is 22. Plus or minus square root of who? Minus 22 square minus 4 times a, which is 5, times c, which is minus 15, all over 2 times 5. Let's continue this solving this way. Here we're going to have x equals 22 plus or minus square root of 2 square, meaning 22 times 22. This is 484 minus 4 times minus 15 is plus 60. 60 times 5 is 300 plus 300. Okay, divided by 10, that is 2 times 5 equals 10. x will give us 22 plus or minus square root 784 all over 10. Another challenge here is solving of square roots or taking the square root of 784 without calculator. Okay. Let me give you an idea of how to do it, but still in this site, you have a special video that will teach on how you can solve a square root without touching your calculator. Looking at this place, we have 784. The square root. We know that 12 times 12 equals 144. It's not up to this. We know that, let's say 18 times 18. 18 times 18. It's 3 to this, it's not up to this. Let's say 24 times 24. Five is not up to. That's a 28. This is 16, carry 1, 4, 5, 64, carry 6, this is 16 plus 22, 4, 8, 7, that is 784. You can see that the square root of what? 784 is what? 28. Don't worry, there is a video. You will be taught how to solve a square root without punching your calculator. This is 22 plus or minus 28 because the square root of 784 is what? 28 divided by 10, so that s will be what? Either 22 plus 28 all over 10, or s will be 22 minus 28 all over 10. From here now, this is 30, 50 divided by 10 or minus 6 all over 10, x equals what? 5 or minus 3 all over 5. The value of s they said we should look for is what? X equals is either 5 or minus 3 over 5. Now let us look for the common ratio. Recall back again. You said, or we said that 6 all over 3 minus s is the same thing as 7 minus 5x all over 6. Now, as common ratio 1, common ratio 2, either this or this. So when x equals 5, if we are using this, r equals 6 all over 3 minus 5 to give us 6 all over minus 2 to give us r equals to minus 3. Or when s equals minus 3 all over 5, r equals 6 all over 3 minus 3 over 5 to give us 6 all over 3 plus 3 over 5. Let's finish it here. Six over 15 plus 3 over 5 They give us 6 over 1 times 5 all over 18. So that R equals 6 here, 5 all over 3. Hence, common ratio equals -3 or 5 all over 3. That settles that problem. Thank you for participating in today's class. You can practice more questions using the Examguide app. The app scores and give a detailed explanation of all the questions at the end of your practice test. You can learn a particular topic of interest with different modes like study mode, mock mode, and practice mode. It also has other features that make learning fun. It is a must for all serious students. Download from www.examguide.com if you don't have it yet. See you in the next class. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Hit the notification bell and share the videos to people that will benefit from it. Bye.